Hello and welcome everybody to the show number 37.
Well, mate, I've no idea.
Number 37. Anyway, welcome today, 5th of June. We're going to start watching. What are we watching today? We are watching the semi-finals of the World Cup 2017.
Yep.
Played in Toulouse, and today's semi-final will be France against Italia.
Second half, yeah, buddy.
Second half. We already watched the first half.
Yeah. We watched it last week.
Oh yeah, we did. Of course we did. Of course we did. Mate, I've been up quite. I got up very early this morning, so feels weird. I was up like 6 this morning. Haven't done that for the whole lockdown period.
Oh yeah. Why
6 in the morning? No way. Anyway. Salut David, comment tu vas? David, j'ai un truc à te montrer, moi. Je viens de faire une analyse entière, là. Regarde tous les papiers que j'ai là. Du match 2018, la finale du championnat de France 2018, entre Tarragone et Avignon. Et il y a une règle que je voudrais bien comprendre et être sûr de bien comprendre avec toi. Et j'en parlerai une autre fois. Merci.
Yeah. So why was you up so early?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting back into the habit of going to sleep earlier.
Right.
So, you know, at the end of lockdown, what it also means is I've got my motivation back slightly to actually do some sport. You know, didn't happen that much during lockdown. So now that I've gone back to the gym and everything, I just feel the need to go to bed a bit earlier. Whereas during lockdown, it was like later hours, let's call them.
I think it's earlier hours.
That too. And then, I don't know, this morning I just felt, I woke up at 6 for some reason. Weird, isn't it?
Did you do anything with your time, or did you just sit in bed?
I looked at the time, I thought, why? And stayed there. And then eventually I did get up quite early, and then I, had some time for myself, a nice breakfast, bacon and eggs and all sorts. I did some analysing for myself, not particularly of rugby, maybe other things. and then I had a team meeting with Tom Coyd, England coach, today, since 10 a.m. So I've just finished that. I've been with him for over 3 hours, so I am mentally tired already. Just so you know, and I've just gone through 3 hours of analysing rugby, so that's it. I'm off. Get someone else on your stream.
Cool. All right, buddy.
Momo dehors, Momo back, please. What's he saying? He's asking me to go out. Oh, wait, Momo back. You might be saying, oh, I'm finally back. They call me Momo in France.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ridiculous, but it's because when I signed for Catalan, they asked a bit about me and my family, and my father has, he's got family in Lebanon,
right?
So they just jumped to the conclusion of calling me Momo, which is short for Mohammed.
Oh,
and
I did not know that at all, but yeah,
it just stuck to me. They just call me Momo, and ever since, most of the rugby world in France just know me under the name of Momo and not even know my real name. So there you go.
Mean, we can bring it into the England squad if that makes you feel a bit easier.
Nah, it's all right, mate. Don't worry. I'm happy with Sybil Momo
legacy alive. Oh, he's off. Bye, mate. This guy is an absolute joker. Yeah, so today we're doing the second half. All of those that have just turned up to the stream of the France-Italy game. Oh, that's why he's gone. Get some food.
Of course, mate. I haven't done my trousers up. Sorry.
Yeah, mate. I mean, you've barely dressed yourself this morning.
No, I actually undid them because
you
might have a slightly wider belly than before. When you're sat down all morning, it's kind of uncomfortable having your buttons up done like really tight. People out there will understand me. But not everyone's as fit as you are, Fred, with all your rock climbing and stuff.
Trying, man. The thing is like I said at the beginning, like even though this is probably the healthiest I've ever been eating wise, well, especially nutrition, Jesus, because like where I said before, where I average sort of 20,000 steps, I'm now doing barely 200. So it's like I've got to try and do something. But yeah, mate. I mean, my hand's killing.
Good for you. Rock climbing is actually really good. We have
I used to do it a lot. I used it's big in France, mate. It's huge.
Yeah, well, I've got in my town here in Perpignan, we've got two. They're like bars. They're kind of a bar where you can go out and chill and have tapas and drinks and good wine and beer.
Yeah.
But also rock climb without so.
Bouldering, it's not as high. Yeah.
Not as high, so you don't need security or whatever.
Stuff. Yeah.
And so you can just go in. You do your rock climbing, you just go and have a bit of your beer, and then you continue trying to climb up and all that. And there's all sorts. It's really cool. And there's one where it's just like Spanish tapas, and then there's one that is a Mexican grill and rock climbing area, which is really cool.
Hey, I might have to come over.
You should. It's actually brilliant. And some if you want to do outdoor rock climbing, mate, there's some amazing areas here. Amazing areas. I went to one the other day called the Gorge de Goulerousse, which is just not far from here, and it's beautiful, and you can do brilliant rock climbing.
Oh, mate, definitely.
There's the mountains here. There's actual real mountains that you don't have. So we've got some cool stuff.
Yeah, that killed me yesterday, man. I had to do a pinch grip on a hold because what we do is we go along the whole wall and then mark out what ones we're going to climb to. Yeah. And I couldn't reach the next one, so I had to sort of slowly lift my fingers off to transfer my hand over. My ring fingers are killing me today. Like,
I can imagine.
So sore. But on with the game.
On with the game. And an update on how I feel since my first gym session on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
I still feel awful. I can actually unfold my arm now, which yesterday I couldn't even unfold it.
Right.
But it feels better now. And I've got a lot of pain in my pecs and everywhere, but it's getting better. Cool. I'm thinking of doing videos of documenting how my road to World Cup from now, 75 weeks from now to World Cup.
Yeah, man.
This is me at my worst, belly, no muscles, nothing. And then you'll see me at my best in 2021. Unstoppable, I'll be.
Unstoppable.
David, shut up.
What's he said? Let me go back
he says, stop talking with food in your mouth. That's just rude.
Oh, dear. Sweet. So, second half of this. No, I did skip it all the way along, but unfortunately it's gone back. So I've now got to skip all the way along again.
Hey, don't make excuses. We're used to you not being prepared properly. Always unprepared.
The thing is that I think they talk over the kickoff.
Whatever, mate. Should be about 15 minutes after.
Yeah. See, look, it just reset again.
Hi, Jay. How are you doing? Jay, I sent a message back to Kevin. I don't think he's answered back yet. So it's just to know when he wants it to be done. Thank you, Jay.
Let me know how the volume is, buddy.
Seems all right now.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, no. So, no, they're taking 5 minutes to go and have a drink, they just said, commentators. So this is probably all key players now.
It's got to be. Bloody hell. I mean, I've skipped 25 minutes now.
No, really?
Yeah, mate.
Blimey. Lazy.
Well, I can see the ball in the tee. Right. Yeah. See?
There you
go. Straight in.
Good catch.
That's a very good catch. Low catch on any spinal
I can't believe
injury.
I'm watching more rugby today. Oh,
Yeah. I can't believe how dark it is. Just come over here.
yeah,
Florian l'avait bien vu à l'échauffement.
that's bad. Wait, what's that back? Let me see. This is on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah.
Florian l'avait bien vu à l'échauffement. Sylvain Krasnovic a pu tourner
Yeah, that's bad.
pas bien, décidément. Il y a trop de prénoms dans cette
Ah oui, c'est difficile.
Laurent
Pass
Despois,
there, the ball from.
merci de
That's
Mosqueta
nice.
qui marque en
Well, a nice catch as well.
So just quickly, as all French players are there, who have we got? We've got a whole new flybond, haven't we?
Yeah, so right now we've got Guillaume Mutz from, I forgot about Mousse the other day actually. So we've got Guillaume Mutz from Avignon,
Can
Michael
you start,
Gon.
go from top right to go across, just so I know who you're talking
So
about.
top right, Lionel Alazar from Saint Jory. Number two, Laurent Despois from Catalan.
Yeah, then we'll go this way.
This guy is Guillaume Mutz from Avignon. You've got one that just scored the try over there. That's Mousse.
That's
Who's actually called Mustafa, Mousse, who's also a basketball player, who's very, very speedy, very fast. He plays for Saint Jory as well. And then number three is Michael Gon from Rouen.
There you go. And then I'm pretty sure it's the same five for Italy.
Definitely very similar, yeah. I do like the way Mousse controlled the ball. It was a hard pass to catch.
Oh yeah, bumped up here.
And he kind of controlled it with his fingertips and caught it.
Yeah, cushioning it.
Yeah.
Me and the King, pride of place.
There you go. Salut Ben. I do think that was a stupid error from Italy.
Oh yeah. Hang on, I need to take this down a bit. I can barely hear you, man. When they play the music, it's impossible.
Yeah. Is it better when I put my earphones on? Should I just put my earphones back on?
No, it's not that. It's just the music and the commentary comes really loud through one headphone for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Right, skip it forward.
So yeah, it's something we've seen every single time. When you make a stupid error in your own half, you get punished with a try very often because you're not transitioning very well. Because you're kind of frustrated with what you've just done. And they're in a good transition where they're like, come on, we've got to score this. It's a good drive, but it shouldn't have gone that far. Watch back, just 5 seconds or 10. So it's all down to number three there. I don't know why he's not staying in the defensive line. If he stayed in the line with the others, number three, he would not have gained any of that. You can see him.
It's something that happens a lot, though. We see on wingers when they just turn in and sit still.
See, he's still not there. He's always waiting behind for some reason. Pass plays the ball, playing their backs.
Does a nice little tuck. Put it down. Did you see that?
I did. It's just,
yeah.
But see, I just think it's so stupid of number three because he's not needed over there. He's not needed. They've already got numbers. That's either because he doesn't trust his teammates, and he's trying to overcover. Either he's just stupid, but in that case, never should he have done that because he was needed on that side, and he just lets go of Lolo from there. Honestly, it's a little feint. It's not that good of a fake pass. It's just
it's one of those where they were already gone. I think they made the decision for him.
Yeah, they just gave it. I'm going to put the earphones on.
All right, buddy.
But yeah, if your
see what I mean?
If your teammates don't actually need you, usually, even if that guy looks like he's going to throw the ball, you can still stay on him. Because there's still that risk of him keeping it always.
I don't know what I mean. That's a weird kick to do. Normally you don't try and do a low long kick.
Yeah. No thought process behind the kick.
Well, you have no idea what it's going to. where it's going to go. Nice little tuck back inside.
Good part. Good play of the ball. What's up? Oh God. See, I hate that kind of stuff. Why would you do that unless just trying to look good? Oh, that one was all right. Yeah, so that's some good. I don't know if they allow it or not, but that's some good work between two players that know each other well. It's Lionel and Moose, and they play together club level.
Right.
And oh no, it's Mikel kicking it. So Mikel kicks it for Moose. Does look like he's offside, but I think that's one of their France's strength when Moose is on. Is that he's a great chaser from he can chase kicks really well. He's always ready for them. He's got great speed, and Saint Jory, who signed him, that was their main strategy, just kicking it for Moose, and that's how they scored every time. He's a very fast player and he's very good at chasing balls.
It's a strange one as well because as soon as he got the ball, you knew he was going to try and kick it, and for some reason everyone just went flying out at him on that one side, and it was
yeah,
it wasn't. You knew he wasn't going to try and push or follow up on anything.
I think it's not very smart defense from Italy at the moment. It's just rushing to without thinking about what is might be the outcome of what's happening. They're just rushing to do just to jump on anyone that's coming, kind of thing.
So
a lot of people think that about rugby. It's just a mindless game where you just bash into each other without thinking. But there's actually a lot of thought process in many of the things we do.
Not at all.
So I really don't like the way number 3 is defending.
Nope. What's Jack put? Let's go Italy.
Let's go Italy IT. Who's Jack Brown? I don't know that guy.
He's the Italian guy on the bench, I think.
Oh, is he one of the Italian bench players? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Not that good then. That's a nice pass inside. See, what I like about Florian Gutadoro, he does this a lot. Just very sneaky things.
Is this the same guy from the one before that just is driving to nowhere and falls over?
Yeah, this is him.
Yeah, so
if you watch it back,
second half's doing exactly the same.
Florian Gutadoro, I think it's interesting for us as England players because he plays for France now, and he did it against us in Toulon, and we didn't see it coming, and it just
really
killed us.
As in back to number 10's move?
Not number 10, number 8.
Number 9, the run after.
The run after this, where he gives it to number 9.
Oh, okay. He's
this one here. Look at this. Really sneaky. You can hardly see he's going to do it. It's really sneaky and really good.
Passing on the blind side.
But this guy does a poor job of taking a drive.
So far, watching all of this, I'd say number 8 is the only real team sort of player here. Everyone else is really an individual.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, number 3, number 9, and number 10 are the most individual players I've seen at the moment. So
number 8 then is now on the French team, obviously. After you just said that, who was the other? You said there was one other as well that went up.
Number 10.
Number 10.
And number 9 is actually in the equivalent of the NPU.
Okay.
Of the French team. Wait, can you watch back before? I just want to point out something about the Italian defence. I don't like that at all, and it definitely doesn't work against a team like France. I think it's even before that.
Before this,
It's when they defend just going backwards. No, it's not. Is it maybe after this or before this?
Could be this one.
No, it was before. So go back, like maybe this one. So if after this, if you watch the defense how they're reacting, instead of going up actively, they're just revert.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
getting them to you, and that often gives them so much space to work with, especially a team like France that are very, very capable of passing the ball around. So if you do that against a team like France, that's so fast.
You're giving them room to play.
Yeah,
and that's
you
what
do that against a team like Wales, who aren't as fast but move the ball around a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a smarter plan, but against France, it doesn't work. It's very bad.
Michael Ghosn qui fait demi-tour, qui cherche un soutien, qui trouve Guillaume Mott, qui se fait plaquer à droite de l'attaque française. Attention, il y a un plus. Ah, peut-être. La balle sort pour les Italiens. Ils vont la récupérer. Ils vont pouvoir.
Yeah. There wasn't really anything on that side.
Décalage. Et les Français ont commis une faute. Elles sont rares, les fautes commises par les Français, et les Italiens profitent là et peuvent repartir.
Ouais, mais je pense qu'il faut qu'ils reviennent à un jeu un peu plus simple, plutôt que d'essayer des grandes passes ou des libérations croisées, balles croisées. Jouer tout simplement, poser le jeu et jouer vite.
Weird. Yeah, so this is you can. I think France is trying to overcomplicate things now. They were playing very simple but effective till now, and now they're just trying, passes between in their backs and jump passes, and their completion rate isn't as good as it used to be, as it was in the first half.
Nice little dip there.
That's a good tagging up, but unfortunately no one was there.
See, so he's is it Lolo, number 2?
Yeah, from Catalan.
Same move again. Driving in, he doesn't even sell it that much. He just sort of looks towards the outside and people just go.
But once again, he can only do that because he's given the gaps. If you look at that again,
If they push up,
number 10 is behind the defensive line for some reason. He's like nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so the way they're defending, they're not up as a line. They're like one's behind, one's in front, the other one's a bit more in front, and the other one's a bit more behind, and it just creates gaps for people like French players who can go through these gaps easily. They as soon as they see the gap, they're going to go through it, and then they can either draw in way too many defenders and then do a fast play the ball, and it's a try, or score the try themselves.
Yeah, it's one of those things we said in the other game where, especially when you're attacking, you have a certain idea in your head, but most of the time the play unfolds in front of you. Because if the defense aren't pushing up in a certain area, you're going to aim for that. It's that sort of. I feel like that's how France are playing at the moment. Like when they're trying to play it through hands and stuff, they're trying to force it a bit, but then there's a couple of other things where you just see all of a sudden they'll turn. You'll be like, why are they turning? Because obviously we can't see the rest of the players. But especially with the Italy defence, when they're turning back, then you're just like, cool, I'll just roll towards you, because at some point you've got to turn around and then you know which way to go.
Don't understand why there wasn't a knock on then.
Good defence then, actually, by 8 and 10. 4 solid. It's like no one ever seems to be ready.
Their skills aren't bad,
So those last 4, watch these last tackles. So Chair D stops the ball, passes it out. 10 comes up. 10 and 4
Chair D
are the only people in the line at the moment.
So here for me, these are all wooden tackles. God, number 3, fucking retreat quicker, Will. What is he doing? So lazy.
Knock on. I don't understand. We all knew it was knock on. So did you. You looked at the ref.
That's a shame because they put great pressure for the first 2-3 defensive tackles. Why do they keep doing that? And you know, and then made an error after recovering the kick. That's a shame. That's a shame Lionel wasn't there on the wing.
That was some good cover though. They managed to get out to it.
Again, what the fuck is number 3 doing? Did you see how he retreated then?
Yeah, he sort of just hovers around in the middle.
He was hovering around, but then when he decided to go back into position, there was 2 of his defenders really close together. He goes between both of them to go and retreat. Oh, it was a weird thing to watch.
Oh, that was horrible.
Let's see what I didn't see.
Watch. Also, there's something wrong with number 10's front class. So you can see him reaching down.
Yeah.
Right. I think Free's shouting at them to come up on it, but no one is actually watching the play. You've got the two Italian players that are next to the ball player that are looking up. He's looking along, calling for him to come up, and then turns towards the play. So now all of this side is a gap.
Yeah.
Like he's too busy having to go at the other people to realise that he's just opened up the whole pitch for everyone.
Yeah, I really consider number 3 is making a lot of errors. Like both in attack and defense, he's. I don't know. I think you told me he was one of their star players or something. And for me, he's making
he played
so many errors.
Yeah, in the Wales game that we watched, he was really good.
Yeah. Well, since then, he's obviously grown his ego a bit because he's now in a World Cup semi-final.
Well, no, that was the game after. So when they lost this, isn't it? They lost this and then played Wales. Forward. No, they lost this and then played Australia. Sorry, Spain played Wales.
Yeah, so the game against Wales was before this.
Yeah. I meant against the game against Australia where he played well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good fake.
But it's the same problem. The he just makes a stupid error. That should be a touch. Is it not? Wow. Same error. If you watch it back, please, you can see Michael Gunn. He's just defending. Is it Michael and Guillaume? They're just waiting for them to come to him.
Yeah.
To come to them, and it just allows them to go through the gap easy because they're fast, fast evasive players. He just goes through the gap there because you're not actively defending. You're just waiting for him to come.
Yeah.
And that only works against big, heavy players that aren't amazing with their chair skills. But when you're against small, agile, evasive players that are fast, you can't just wait for them. You've got to actively defend.
Just this whole drive, he's looking for support. It's like not coming. So okay.
Yeah, that happens. And I'm very happy he didn't give it to number 9 because there was no point giving it to number 9 then. He had no speed at all. Touch by a French player. That's a repeat 6.
Of course, obviously, it's surrender call. Pointless drive. We know what this guy's going to do. Left. Look where all the French players are.
I know, I can see it. So I don't understand. It's just, we've said it so many times now. You see that try line and you think, I've got to score. And you're just not even thinking about what you're doing. You're just rushing to get to the try line and they're still attacking the same side. And the whole French team is scrambled up there on that side. Is he going to try and do it again? No, finally.
Oh, puts in there.
He could have given that. He could have just passed that.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know if we've said this before, but sometimes I call it the 3-second rule. I don't know, it's for myself. But before playing the game, I'll take 3 seconds just to look at what's happening in front. To see where the defenders are. Just make sure I'm aware. And right now, they're not doing that at all. They're just playing before looking at what's in front of them. Yeah, so they're just playing to pick the ball as quick as possible, but always making the wrong decision because they're not actually looking up.
Yeah,
we not aware of what's happening.
Well,
still waiting for them.
I call it a heads-up play.
Yeah, watch that back.
Yeah. So I call it heads-up play. So it's looking at what's in front of you. It gives you another option to your game. Because if you're just
yeah, of
collecting
course.
the ball and going through the motions, then people know what you're going to do. You telegraph what you're going to do.
So they're all waiting. None of them are pushing offline. You see that? Look how bad it is. No one is pushing up. Everyone's just waiting for them to come. Like literally, no one has pushed forward. So obviously they're gonna. God, what is that? It's Italy, mate. What are you doing? No one. I don't know if that was laziness or I don't know what it was, but literally 3 players on the line. Not one pushed up. Not one. Look at you can see there. Everyone's at a stop, just waiting for them to come. Whereas if you, and that's giving them so much time. Whereas if you push up without overcommitting to the player, because they've got the French team have got numbers on you there. So you push up, pushing them towards the side, forcing them to pass it, and then pass it again, and then pass it again to the winger. You should be able to stop that. But because you've all stopped there just waiting, they can just drive at you, pass it.
Yeah, they have no pressure on the play if you don't push towards them. So then you can sort of do what you like.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't push up at all. And yeah, Jay, you're right about the play before. It was white line fever, 100%. But yeah. God, that's 80-0 already. Fuck me.
Are they back up to 5 now, or are they still down to 4?
Who's that?
I think Italy are still down to 4.
Why, did they get a yellow card or something?
No, I think number 8's chair broke. Like his front cast.
And no one came in for him.
No, they've got a sub. This is what happened in the other game. They're just trying not to use him.
Oh, is it the guy with the glasses on?
Yeah.
So he's nowhere to be seen.
No, he's not on. He's sat there in the bottom left. So number 8's just pushing back on now. It's like
instead of replacing him just the time he changes his wheel, they just leave them as 4. That's a weird decision.
La dernière est la seule fille du groupe qui est Maïté. Maïté Rénal. C'est ça.
Et qui m'a dit qu'elle te voyait souvent.
Ah ben, il faut en profiter.
Trop peut-être même.
Non, après Maïté, il va y avoir un truc très important.
Okay, that's 2 effective drives. A slow play of the ball, unfortunately.
Forward.
Shit pass. Yeah. So I think they did 2 good drives, and then number 3, for some reason, his play of the ball was very slow. His tagging up was very slow, and that made everything different because of that. They kind of slowed down their pace when they were pushing up to catch the ball, which it caused them to do an error. Did France get in their heads? What, in Italy's heads?
To be honest, I don't think they did. I think it was more just down to lack of communication.
We weren't there. I wasn't there. We had just finished our semi-final and we had gone off for our meal or something. I can't remember now. I think we managed to watch the first 5 minutes and we had to go.
See, that's weird. I would have thought you would have sat and watched this game.
I would have loved to. Oh, God.
Especially as you're playing them in, like, the next day, wasn't it? No, in 2 days' time.
Oh,
you played them in the final.
Days, yeah.
I would have watched this like a hawk.
Nah. I know his feeling there, how frustrating it is when someone bashes into a chair. Oh, God. What? So it's the same player again. I don't know why he felt so rushed. You're in your half, you're in yardage.
Yeah.
There's no pressure or rush to get out as soon as possible.
The thing is, it's like we said before, there's too many individuals trying to play, but they're trying to play at a level they play with people who they know.
Yeah.
And it's the standard thing is if you're playing with people you don't know, you make everything you do like idiot checks basically. Like when you're going to play the ball, you look directly behind you so you know who's coming, you know where they are. That was awful.
Yeah.
Voilà, il y a un décalage. Il y a un décalage. Ah, le gourmand. Ah, il avait un soutien Mustapha Bassi, mais il a préféré y aller tout seul. Est-ce que l'essai va être accordé?
Ah, il est accordé.
Ah, il sait qu'il aime marquer des essais, Laurent.
I think France now aren't playing as good as they were in the first half, but they're abusing the fact that they know that Italy is defending really badly.
Yeah.
Right here, this should never be a try.
I don't know why. I mean, I'm guessing he's the winger.
Hey, watch back that whole slow-mo. I want to see some of the attitudes there. The whole thing before that.
Yeah, this goes into it now.
So
There's
there's only one player on the left wing. So only one of those players of the Italian players has to stay.
Yeah, number
probably
3.
This one here, number 10.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you mean the
yeah, there's only number 3 France. So the only player that actually needs to stay over there is this guy who's already ready to push up. No, not him. The other one. Yeah, him.
He's going to.
He can actually effectively defend on number 3. This guy, number 9, with the black wheel there, the very far one.
Yeah, he's the one
his heads up.
Yeah.
He should come across.
I don't think he does. He turns back in. Oh no, he doesn't move.
Number 4 should stop watching. He's very slow to react to that pass. Very, very slow.
Yeah.
Because Adam there, number 4, could have been there on time. He was slow. His reaction time was very, very slow then. Because the pass goes off, he turns around, sees the pass has gone off because it was already done.
Yeah, I think
he decides to stop his chair to stop the French player, but that's not where the players anymore. It's a weird one. Italian's defense is like melted butter at the moment.
At least they get a knock on there.
Yeah. It's a tough one because he was in the middle of catching it and he gets bashed into. But
just, mate, that's the
game.
Yeah.
So okay, that's all right then. But then
lost everything.
Then look how slow. I don't know. So wait, pause that. I wanna say something there. He's got literally 15 tags on his knees there.
yeah. He picks someone up off the floor.
Why does he feel obliged to pick it off the floor, wasting so much time and putting it back on his shoulder? You've got in games like this. I mean, okay, in sometimes in club games, you don't have a tag man, or he's not doing his job very effectively, and you want to put tags on your shoulder as quick as possible. This is a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah,
you have a guy picking up tags for you, and his job is solely to pick them up and bring them to you, so you always have enough tags. There's no point at all for him to pick up his tag that just fell on the floor, waste 5 seconds. And all the momentum that he just gained, because it started all right.
Drives.
I hated the fact that he started turning around like Jack does, but then he actually does a good play. I mean, it's a good drive because he actually has a defender right behind him, completely offside, and the others aren't perfectly onside. So if that's a fast play of the ball, that's a great drive. But then he decides to pick the tag up from the floor.
Yeah.
And he just wastes all the momentum he's just built from that drive. For no reason, just because I don't know. I don't understand why you would want to pick up the tag from the floor. That's something you do at training, not in the game.
The thing is as well is that like this game is done. We all know this game's done. They needed to start focusing on what to do in tomorrow's game.
Salut kiff. So Conat.
Yeah, they needed to focus on what to do in tomorrow's game, really. So you think like this game's a wash. Let's sort of restart and try and get something in motion for tomorrow, where they, I believe they battled for third place.
Yeah. Kiff, tu veux voir mon petit chaton là, regarde.
Left, all the way out.
Regarde ce petit bébé.
Voilà, la porte s'est ouverte.
T'as vu ça? Il est trop mignon, le petit bébé.
Did you see that?
Sorry, I'm just talking kittens. No, I'm not. Didn't see it.
So,
how did he fall over?
Gaps far left. I don't know. But that was just really. I think that was Mikael.
That's bad. Wait, what? I want to see the whole thing before the guy falls over.
Oh, he just falls over. Hits the chair and bucks up.
Yeah. So they have all the time in the world to set up.
Miscommunication between 1 and 3.
Yeah. That's a weird one. Where was 1? Oh, 1 was at marker, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see here, 1 chases and stops, and then 3 carries on going. Oh, he fakes him.
Yeah. Number 1 should never. Number 1's idea then is, oh shit, the winger's pushing on the other side. But I don't know who, Guillaume, was already pushing to the winger. So he should have stayed on chasing. Bad communication, really bad communication. Not only between 1 and 3, but also the French winger. I don't know what his number is. It's Guillaume, he's called. Bad communication. Je vois pas ton dernier message, Kif. Je sais pas si mon truc veut pas l'afficher ou quoi.
Une bonne chose de fait. L'honneur est sauf pour les Italiens, mais il a fallu attendre la 60.
Ah, si je peux le voir hein, sur ordi.
Le score est défloré. 86 à 6. Allez, c'est mieux que 86 à 0. Oui. On ne souhaite pas aux Italiens de ne pas marquer des points. Hein, donc,
ah ouais, got it. Let's stream that. So, that's bad, Chedi.
Yeah, quick tag. What they call for? Penalty?
Yeah, what's it called?
Pulling.
Shirt pulling. Mikael's Chedi was awful. He was just trying to bash into the guy instead of actually trying to stop his chair. Never a good thing.
I was about to say it was forward.
Shame. There's a lot of errors from the Italian team.
But like you say, it's not even sort of like they're putting the pressure on themselves.
Oh yeah, that was a nice pass. Yeah, ball's very alive. Too much. Yeah, I was thinking, God, this is a bit too much. I don't know how they've kept this up without dropping it yet, and then they actually did so. I mean, I love, it's very pretty to watch people pass the ball so much, behind the back, whatever. It's just, you've got to go through the balance of what the risk is and how effective it's going to be.
Oh, Jesus, good hands. It was a shocking pass. Wow.
That was interesting because that was number 9 there. For the first time, was going to do a good play of the ball. Yeah. But we've just watched them talk for 5 minutes. Right, thank you.
Right, talk to the Italian player. I
think that was the coach.
Yeah.
Good looking guy. What are they doing? This is not what interests us when we're watching a game. We've got the sound of the interview. We'll just listen to that. So that's a good drive. Fast play the ball. Yeah, that's good. And they kick it. Oh. See, I don't think that was a perfect set because the drive was good, but that was a good setup for playing it instead of kicking it because they were way far back. It was easy for them to catch that and retreat. Why do they keep showing this guy?
I don't know. It's really annoying. This guy's drives just do my head in. No, look where the ref is. Not square. You got away with that. He wasn't going to pass that.
But it just all these drives here just show that the Italian players individually have skill. I've said this 10 times now. And I mean, they're beating a French defender every time.
Yeah.
But they're not using that for the next play. They're just trying to get through alone. And then when they're out of options, they pass it. But that's often too late. And they're just going for drop kicks now. That's weird. And missing them every single time. Yeah. It's a shame. I really think if the Italian coach made them work together as a team more.
Yeah.
And I don't mean any fancy stuff. I don't mean like crazy passes and great ball back inside, whatever. I just mean using the fast play of the ball for other players to come in and play in their backs. But they've never done that. It's always been I'm trying to get through.
They had training days as well. What they needed to do.
Oh yeah, we had loads of training.
Split the people up who, because there's obviously 3 people that know each other here. They need to split them up with one other Italian player and try and get some sort of rapport. So at least there's one other person on board. Like things like how long they take to tag up and play the ball, stuff like that.
So slow, play the ball.
Back in.
This guy is always looking for the offload though, and no one's ever there. Number 8.
No, he's the one that fakes it.
Oh, fakes the offload.
Is it number 8 that fakes it, or is it number 9?
No, number 9 always fakes it.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right. Number 8's the one that passes. It's 9 that doesn't. He was out.
I don't think that. Watch that back. That's an interesting one. Before,
he run into his space. Look, watch.
Yeah. So number 8 isn't there because they actually had numbers. Number 2 was offside at the time. So if number 8 had straightened up,
yeah,
it forces the play. And if they had all straightened up their lines, that could have been a try. But they all eat up their own space.
Falls off the pitch.
Going diagonally. I know. Yeah.
What's the line? It's like they've gone diagonally. He's got no space left. He's off the pitch now. Before he's even got.
If they straighten up there, they have a chance of scoring.
Yeah.
People underestimate the amazing things straightening up can do.
Yeah, man.
And it's awkward because when you're playing, it feels like you're not a threat when you're going straight. But you cannot imagine how much space it opens up for your teammates. I think good example. I mean, I watched it this morning. I'm making maybe straight afterwards. So this is another thing that annoys me. A lot of players do this. When you're playing the ball, and I don't know if it's in England as well, but mostly in France. If you want to do a fast play of the ball, there's no law that says I can't lift my arm up. This really hurts. No law saying you've got to put your arm up in the air before playing it, because that's a whole second going up and then back down, which is a waste of time. Because then his player was ready to get the ball, but because he went all the way up and then back down, he wasn't. The pass came out late, and so his player had to stop, and then it made them do an error. If you want to fast play the ball, just put your tag on it and straight hit the floor and play it. No reason to put your hand up in the air. The only reason you should put the hand up in the air is if you've taken a while to put your tag on, and it's just to announce to your teammates you're ready now.
Yeah.
But shouldn't be done then, and shouldn't be watching another person's face.
Nope. They're literally playing now. You can hear it. Who's got the ball now? No idea. Oh, back to these guys. Oh my God.
French logic.
Right. So Italy somehow have got the ball back.
Fast play the ball from number 9. What happened then? But I'm impressed by number 9. He actually did a fast play the ball then. Fais gaffe quand tu lèves ton bras, s'il te plaît. Ah oui, alors je t'explique, Nat. Je suis retourné à la muscu pour la première fois mardi depuis le confinement, hein, mais même avant, ça, j'étais pas trop allé. Et donc mardi, j'ai fait une grosse séance et je peux plus bouger là, j'ai trop mal, c'est un truc de malade. J'ai essayé de lever le bras juste pour faire l'exemple et j'arrive pas, j'ai trop mal au pec, j'ai trop mal au bras. C'est l'horreur, je souffre. Mais voilà, au moins j'ai repris le sport, ça fait du bien. Mais ça sent bon, hein, sous mes aisselles, t'inquiète. Hein.
Oh wait, this is the part that did my head in. They kept doing this to this poor guy. So this guy here, there's something wrong with his wheel, which is already this guy on the bench's wheel, and they're now going to take the other wheel off of his chair to give to him.
See, what I find stupid, so it's what, 7 minutes to go in Laos, and there's 86-6 to France. And this guy hasn't had the opportunity to play against France in a semi-final yet. So right now, you know you're going to lose. Give your team, the opportunity to have this. It
So
might have been his only chance in a lifetime to participate in a World Cup semi-final, and he's not. He's just stayed on the bench. I find that very unfair.
It's like you're not playing for anything now. Get people on.
And if I do remember, this guy was quite heavily disabled.
Yeah, he was. He was a basketball player, I think.
I don't know. It's just a great opportunity, and you're not forward. It's lucky. Yeah. I'm kind of against that decision. I'm talking about not putting him on. I mean.
Yeah.
Like and using his wheels.
The other guy's literally using both his wheels. It's like you might as well have just bought a chair instead of a player, but it's probably his chair.
See, from his drive, 3 players get involved to stop him.
They do. That's what I'm saying. They do it. They've got people off. That was forward. Nice.
See, number 8 is always giving good offloads.
Right, turn and go.
So slow. That pass is awful.
He's offside. Yeah, so
a little chit chat. That's good. Je pense que la reprise est dure pour beaucoup, mon grand. Ça doit être pas. J'avais lu sexy. Si, c'est sexy. Non, c'est pas easy, non.
A penalty because basically
when he played bien fait pour
the other person's chair.
Sorry, what?
No, I was just saying why they got a penalty.
Oh yeah, the other guy was in the way. He did well to just play the ball on his chair. And it's a perfect response to his chit chat beforehand. I've got a message from John McMillan. He's been waiting for my answer.
John McMillan's in the stream, mate.
Oh yeah. Hi John. As soon as this is finished, I'll be sending you the stuff. I mean, literally finished at 2-1 with Tom and jumped right into this. So, mate, I'm a busy man. Sorry, John.
Scramble there. Spread back out. It was easy.
Yeah.
I don't know why he came all the way in.
The Italian defense is so packed. Watch that back, the whole thing. Let's see what.
Number 3 jumps over.
Number 3 again. God,
Yeah.
What is he? So I've seen people that have trust issues, but so number 3 is the worst.
There's all 5.
Why? Yeah, all of the players are already there. Why is he coming over? All he has to do is stay on his wing. That is really bad trust issues there. Over covering. It's worse. I've never seen someone worse than Jack Brown at that. And here it is. Like you can see him. He's on the right. He's in the right position, and he just chumps over.
That must be so frustrating to play with, though.
Yeah, poor performance. But yeah, I think so. This number 3 plays in 2nd division.
Okay.
Plays for Carcassonne, and I think his teammates at Carcassonne aren't very strong. I mean, it's 2nd division. It's even maybe development league. I'm not sure. It's not a very good team, and the players aren't that good. And he might out-qualify every single person in his team. So I think he might be so used to having to overcover it for his teammates that it became a really bad habit. A bit like Jack. I'm not saying Halifax had bad teammates, but Jack's always had trust issues with everyone. And just because he's so good, I think. So I think it might come from his club level playing.
Well, yeah, especially if you're in that league as well, because it would make sense with why he's got such a, I wouldn't say an ego, but you can tell that he's frustrated with a lot of things that are happening, even though he's playing awful. So I think it's because of if he plays in that league, he's sort of like, he's got to be one of the best players in that league. He has to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. Joël, quand tu veux, passe aujourd'hui si tu veux. Je suis à la maison, je dois bosser à la maison de toute façon. Donc.
Wow.
Is that?
No idea. I'm guessing they kicked it and chased it.
Yeah, it's another. So it's what I was saying earlier on. Lionel and Moose. Moose is just a great. Just chases kicks so effectively. Let's see the actual. Are they going to show a replay or?
That's what I'm waiting for. I don't think they've got it because I was filming.
Fucking Cyril. I'll watch it again. How was the kick set up?
You don't see anything.
This is important. You don't see it.
No. You just see them.
Oh, they don't even.
No, they're
really?
filming this. Yeah.
God.
You missed the whole thing. There's no point skipping
back.
I
was answering to Joël. So yeah, it's way before that.
No, I'm skipping forward, mate. You don't see
okay.
it. Right, they even missed.
I didn't even see the kickoff. God, this is why do they do that? Ah, Cyril la terreur. Il était beau gosse à l'époque, hein. Il était pas gras comme un cochon comme maintenant.
Il y a que des gagnants. Non, en doublette. C'était un doublette ou triplette.
Doublette ou triplette. D'ailleurs, on a vu les qualités des Provençaux, donc.
Yeah.
Les jeunes d'Avignon étaient au top.
Ouais, ils aimaient bien faire des trous à côté des boules.
Oh là. Et on rentre dans la dernière minute de cette partie.
Oh dear, there's just no talking whatsoever.
Yeah, there's a lot of overrunning.
On est plutôt fiers de cette équipe française qui fait un parcours assez.
Good give.
Again, another. I mean, number 8 is doing a great game. He's nearly man of the match for me.
But look, it's just run both of them all the way. This is what we're talking about. Sometimes growing up helps. He just literally charges them all into each other.
Yeah, but there is 3 players there now. So if they quickly play the other side, I know it's bad, but if they do quickly play on this side, they have a chance of doing something. But yeah, it's bad from him, just crossing the whole pitch alone.
It's one of those where, like, if you're calling it or something like that, so they know to cut in or anything.
Yeah, but he's not saying anything. He's just a very, very individual player. Mais Joël, si tu veux, j'ai un téléphone. Hein. Tu peux m'appeler hein, quand tu veux.
Cool, the ref went for it then.
Was that Tim?
I didn't see actually.
Yeah, it's Tim. Tim runs like a madman when he's on the pitch. It's crazy.
Sprinted it.
Did he say hello today? I think that he didn't, did he? No, he's not here.
No, I think he's he said something about he had with his new job and stuff. He's got a load of training and that.
Oh, is that it? Is that finished now?
Yeah, that's a full-time score.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to repeat myself too much. I just think Italy could have done so much better with a bit better coaching.
By now, especially, like they've already played at least 4 games. How many games are in the group stages?
3, yeah. 3. So this is the 4th game.
Yeah.
That's 4th game. We've had training every other day up till now. And it just looks like they're all seeing each other for the first time.
Yeah.
So it is. I don't know if it was a coaching problem or if they didn't listen to the coach, but I do think, as a coach, then you could tell them at least at halftime, tell them, listen, you're all playing very individually. When you beat a man or two or draw in 2 players, just stop trying to get through. Play the ball. Put your tag back on, and play the ball for your teammates, and try and do it fast and effectively. And then that the gaps are created for you, and you can score as a team instead of just trying to score individually. And I don't know, it just this thing that we saw when they played against Australia. It just hasn't changed. It's just the same team that's just playing individually, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a coaching breakdown.
Yeah, but then I want to repeat again. They have some great individual players. They've got really good chair skills. I mean, number 8 is giving some great offloads all the time. Honestly,
He's doing good runs,
good passes.
Offloads. Like he's the threatening player on that team, 100%.
Oh yeah, but then even number 9, number 3, they've all got good chair skills, good speed, and they could do really good effective drives.
Yeah.
But then they decide to just throw it all to the bin by over trying and then doing a really slow play of the ball for stupid reasons like I'm going to pick up my tag, or I'm trying too hard, so I'm just going to fall over now, or I'm just going to I don't know. There's so many stupid reasons why that stop them from doing a fast play of the ball, and it ruins everything.
Personally, the worst thing they was doing was just not. There's no excuse for not pressurizing on defense. Like they didn't even push towards them. Like
I hadn't got to defense yet.
But this is what I'm saying. This is ignore all the they don't know each other. It's individuals. Everyone knows on defense. As soon as that ball's tapped, you push up. That's standard across the board. So that for me was the worst thing. Is there wasn't even that. If there's not even an understanding that we need to pressurize the attacking side, then that's a thing where the players individually should already know that coming into this. It's that standard where.
Oh yeah, that defense was appalling, especially that one where we watched it slowly and everyone was just sat there, just waiting for them to come. It doesn't work. I don't know why people do that. You guys talking about France? No, we're talking about Italy.
Yeah, Italy's not pushing up a D. France, to be honest, they didn't really look like they sort of tried too much in the second half, which is weird. I thought.
I think from France's perspective, it's a completely different team to the first half. I think the first half the team played well. Second half, they didn't especially play well, but they didn't play badly. And what I mean by that is they weren't given the opportunity to show that they could play well because it was made so easy for them. Like the defense there, when you have a static defense like that, the only outcome you can get from that is actually just passing it to the wing and you score a try. Or they opened up a gap for a player like Lolo when he came inside. The players that could actually stop him, one just decided to go on the other guy and just gave him that gap, and then it rolls through. And it's not because he played well. It's not because he did a great fake or anything. It's just because that player is completely overreacting and defending really badly. And I just think it's hard to judge France's performance there in the second half when Italy's defending so badly.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's one of those where, like what we said before, when you play to a certain.
I'm in a bad mood. Fuck off, Jack. The only reason I'm in a bad mood is because I've been analysing rugby for over 4 hours now. I'm getting and finishing off with some frustrating shit Italian defence
because it
really pisses me off.
Keith, of course you're out there. Oh man, I've missed all these comments.
Nothing
I'm
to
on
eat.
the other bloody page. It's fine to see Fred smile. That's my concentration face, Keith.
Who said that? Oh, it's fine to see. I didn't see that either.
No, I've not seen any of these. I've been on the other page.
Yeah, but there's been quite a lot of comments. Mostly French. Yeah. Anyway, you look live. We are live. Can you not see? We're live. That's why you're watching us. Hello, we're live.
Oh dear. Yeah. So
anyway, it is an interesting game though because there's you'll live. Is that what you want to say originally? You look live. You'll live. Northerner. Can't speak
Wow.
English correctly.
Bless him.
Bless him.
It's back at work.
But it's interesting because there's a lot they can learn there, and it's a shame nearly that same squad isn't going to the 2021 World Cup, because with a bit better coaching there, they could have a very strong team that could be threatening to a lot of teams.
With, I can't wait to see what Spain bring, because their team has so much potential in this World Cup.
Yep. Well,
they've got a few of the same players.
I know for a fact that they haven't had any camps with the Spanish players yet.
Really?
It took a while to get organised, and then I told you about the camp they had in France, in Albi, because it was all paid for by sponsors. But then the Spanish players couldn't make it all the way to Albi, coming from Spain. It's far away to go.
Yeah.
Not every international player travels overseas to go to their national camps. It's not an effort that everyone is willing to do.
I don't think I could afford it, to be honest.
So yeah, I hope they do get camp sorted out. I know the Spanish manager does watch us from time to time, and I really hope he does get something organised for them to create a strong team, because I really want to see Spain in good shape. And I want to see every single team being strong. I want it to be a really competitive World Cup, and which is unfortunate with Wheelchair Rugby League right now is that there's two strong teams. It's England and France, and then the others are kind of behind. Australia's quite good, but not quite to the level yet of England and France, and it's just a shame to see that difference in a World Cup.
I mean, it's definitely been improving, but the problem is so are the top teams. The top teams, because obviously they've got. This is the thing. If you have two strong teams, they're always going to get stronger. If you just have one strong team, that's when you can catch up. But where there's two that's so far out, they've always got each other to play, so they'll always get stronger.
And the thing is, I think England and France have so much club competition, and the level of the club competition is very high, which always pushes each player to grow and the team player to grow, and which pushes England and France to be so good. And I don't know exactly, but I know in Australia it is harder for them because of the distance. They can't have a competition as easily as we can. I mean, we can just play against each other. We're always 2 hours, maybe 4 hours away. It's not a big drive.
We travel 5 hours for most of our games.
5 hours, but mate,
it's
Australia's
not
a different planet.
Yeah,
it's not 5 hours. It's a flight.
Yeah,
it involves so much more having to play against each other. So that's the problem. And then,
like you say as well, though, is the competition here. There was a new team that was announced yesterday for Wheelchair Rugby League in all of this that's gone on, which was like
Raiders. It was an existing team that has attached themselves to Raiders.
But this is what I'm saying. That's going on behind the scenes where no rugby league is happening whatsoever. So it's that sort of there's always stuff going on, which is great to hear. Because obviously we've all been sitting watching this.
Yeah, good for them. Because I was sat at their table at the award dinner night,
right? And
I had a nice chat with them, and they're really pushing forward. And I've got to get them a shirt, a playing shirt. I need to give them for they'd have these raffles. I've got to get a playing shirt for them. Bisous, kif kif, ciao. So,
yeah, definitely. So for them. What's today? What is it today? It's
Friday.
Friday. So we're back on Sunday with this. We'll see young Jackie Jack.
Sunday is Mother's Day here,
mate. Always. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jack's on. I'm more than happy just to try and make it through without you, buddy.
I want to make the day special for my mother. You see.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard, but I think we're going to manage without you. So
I might not be with you yet. I'll see what my mother wants.
I'll have to have a chat with Jack actually, because I think it's tomorrow we might be doing a quiz. I don't know.
Oh really? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Saturday. It's hard because obviously we don't have this time to talk with Jack anymore.
Ah, look at that baby.
All right. Well, all those 12 o'clock Sunday, 1 o'clock Sunday if you're in France. We will
Right.
then.
Lovely.
Ciao.
See you, boy.
You've got to respond to John, don't forget. I've done my job. I've reminded
We'll be
you.
done.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Bit of
Oh,
trouble.
yeah.
Fred 15.
Yeah.
I put the banner up. Oh, it's on it today. It's just trying to get a sponsor going with this channel, guys. Trying to get you guys some stuff out there. Seb needs to put his weight. Ooh. He's been trying to. That's why he's so sore. No?
What's Jack on about? Does he realise we've been doing literally every single live stream without him now?
Right. See you later,
God,
guys.
you put me in a bad mood, Jack Brown.
Bye. Again, I'm just watching a wheel spin round.